This footage of a critical industrial automation incident underscores the lethal risks associated with heavy-duty robotics. While a technician was handling components within the operating zone, the robotic arm unexpectedly engaged its pre-programmed movement. The absence of safety barriers, motion sensors, and power-down protocols led to a direct, severe collision witnessed by nearby colleagues. This event serves as a stark reminder of non-negotiable safety standards. First, no-go zones must be established. Never enter a robot's radius unless it is de-energized via lockout, tagout, LOTO procedures. Second, facilities must utilize physical guards or infrared light curtains to trigger an emergency stop upon unauthorized entry. Furthermore, personnel require comprehensive training to understand that machinery lacks human intuition and only follows code. Finally, routine audits are vital to prevent software glitches or ghost starts. Never underestimate unthinking machinery. A single moment of complacency or a bypassed protocol can lead to life-altering consequences. A serious industrial incident occurred at a chemical facility during a routine catalyst replacement, where surveillance captured a flash fire erupting while a technician worked on a pressurized vessel. This event resulted from an uncontrolled chemical reaction, likely due to a deviation from strict safety protocols or a failure to neutralize flammable compounds. This serves as a critical reminder that there is zero tolerance for bypassing procedures in high-risk environments. Every step of the standard operating procedure is mandatory, as cutting corners leads to catastrophic failure. Furthermore, the proper use of specialized personal protective equipment and ensuring operational ventilation systems are vital lines of defense. Facilities must prioritize continuous safety training and emergency drills to raise awareness and protect the well-being of every team member. A significant safety incident recently occurred at a material processing facility during the handling of compressed industrial scrap, captured on surveillance footage showing a forklift making contact with a large bale. This impact triggered an immediate chemical reaction and a flash fire that engulfed the equipment within seconds. Fortunately, the operator evacuated safely, but the event highlights the hidden dangers of volatile materials trapped in scrap. To prevent recurrence, facilities must implement strict material inspection to ensure flammable or pressurized containers are never mixed into bales. Furthermore, forklift operators should maintain safe operating distances to avoid accidental impacts. Finally, this underscores the need for emergency preparedness, rapid exit training, and accessible fire suppression equipment to ensure teams can respond instantly to unpredictable hazards. At a packaging facility, an incident occurred when a worker risked clothing caught in the pinch point of an active winding machine while adjusting materials. Due to a lack of safety guards, the mechanical force pulled the worker into the ductor system until colleagues engaged the emergency shut-off. This serves as a critical warning about high-capacity machinery. To prevent such entanglements, facilities must strictly maintain safe clearance. Hands must never be near rotating shafts, and all maintenance must follow lockout, tagout, LOTO protocols. Proper work attire is essential, meaning well-fitted clothing and secured hair to avoid snagging. Finally, engineering controls like physical guards and accessible emergency stop buttons are vital to ensuring a safe industrial environment. This footage captures a critical moment at a workshop, demonstrating why safety gear is non-negotiable. While a technician was focused on his task, a heavy component unexpectedly dislodged from an elevated position. Because the worker was strictly adhering to safety protocols and wearing a certified hard hat, the impact was absorbed by his gear, preventing a major incident and allowing him to walk away safely. This serves as a powerful reminder that personal protective equipment (PPE) is your frontline defense. Key takeaways include never compromising on PPE, as a hard hat is mandatory in any hazard zone. Additionally, facilities must regularly secure all elevated assets and cultivate a safety-first mindset where individual accountability and following signage reduce operational risks. Would you like me to translate this back into Vietnamese or suggest some CO tags for your video? A recent incident at a construction supply warehouse involving heavy sheet materials highlights the life-threatening risks of improper storage. Surveillance footage showed a worker trapped when a stack of materials collapsed in a domino effect due to unstable bracing or poor stacking. Nearby colleagues acted quickly to rescue the individual, but the event underscores the urgent need for strict safety protocols. To prevent such accidents, heavy sheets must be stored in specialized racks with safety bars or kept horizontally to eliminate collapse risks. Workers should never perform tasks in narrow gaps between high-capacity loads without protective barriers and must always maintain a clear path of egress. Furthermore, warehouse managers must conduct routine stability audits and provide risk awareness training to ensure all employees can recognize and avoid structural hazards. This footage captures a critical equipment failure at a mechanical workshop during high-pressure testing. A sudden hydraulic or pneumatic line failure releases a massive burst of pressure, causing unsecured lines to lash out with extreme force. A nearby worker was struck by the pressure wave and whipping cables, but fortunately, he was able to stand up and exit the zone immediately. This serves as a vital reminder of the force behind uncontrolled pressure. To prevent such incidents, establish safety exclusion zones with physical barriers and danger, high-pressure signage. Ensure personnel never stand in the direct line of fire. Perform routine system inspections on all hoses and couplings to identify fatigue early, and install protective steel blast shields in all testing areas. During the unloading of a large metal component, a mobile crane suffered a catastrophic failure due to a loss of stability. As the load moved away from the center axis, the center of gravity shifted abruptly, causing the crane to tip over and the boom to crash into the work zone. This incident serves as a vital safety reminder for the construction and logistics industries. To prevent such accidents, precise load calculations must be performed against the crane's load chart to ensure capacity. Stability is also paramount. Outriggers must be fully extended on firm ground using proper padding. Furthermore, establishing strict exclusion zones is necessary to keep personnel away from the fall path. Finally, a qualified rigger must always be present to monitor the lift and provide immediate signals if any instability occurs, ensuring the safety of everyone on site. This footage captures a high-risk DIY air conditioning installation where a man attempts to maneuver a heavy condenser unit while standing on a fragile wooden overhang. Without a stable platform or a secured ladder, he loses his footing and tumbles from the roof, taking the expensive equipment with him. While it is fortunate the outcome was worse, the property damage serves as a stark reminder of the dangers involved in high-altitude projects. VOC installation requires strict safety protocols. Never work alone as heavy units need at least 2 people and lifting gear. Always avoid standing on structures not designed for human weight without a safety harness. Ensure ladders are level and secured. And never trade your personal safety for a lower price tag. Always hire licensed pros. In this footage, we see a worker inside a massive industrial press where safety switches were dangerously bypassed. As the machine began its automatic cycle, the worker's arm became trapped between heavy steel molds. leaving co-workers in shock. This serves as a vital reminder. Never disable safety devices like limit switches or sensors, as cutting corners for speed is a gamble with life. Strict adherence to lockout tagout LOTO is mandatory. Equipment must be fully de-energized before entering any danger zone to prevent accidental restarts. Never assume a machine is safe just because it is stationary, as automatic cycles can trigger at any time. Safety is a collective responsibility, requiring both workers and management to inspect and maintain all protective gear. Always prioritize life over speed. This footage captures a critical equipment failure on a VES deck during mooring. As a crew member operates the winch to manage a high-tension cable, the line suddenly snaps, releasing massive stored energy and recoiling with extreme velocity. While the operator escaped injury by standing behind a protective barrier, this incident serves as a vital lesson in maritime safety. To prevent snapback accidents, mariners must strictly avoid designated snapback zones marked on the deck. Rigorous pre-operational inspections of all cables and winches are mandatory. Any gear showing signs of wear or fatigue must be decommissioned. Operators must always maintain strategic positioning within safe havens and monitor tension gauges or auditory cues to detect overstressing before a failure occurs.